Absolutely.
Hey, Switch. We're back.
Back
Hi.
again.
Probably our
Last
last.
session was a thing.
It's probably our last Wednesday, and then we have to deal with scheduling. But we'll figure it out.
Yay.
Colleague.
Yay.
Cool leg, perhaps even. Yeah, last session was a thing. It happened, and it happened a lot.
I have been listening to lots of that argument over and over again,
Wait, what?
and I've realized part of it is the actor and me loving the sound of my own voice. But I'm like, damn, I did that well. You know, that's definitely a part of it.
There we go.
Yeah. So, my goodness. Man, I forgot how we began the episode. I forgot how we began the session.
Recap.
With a recap?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean last session or
Yeah, last
sessions in
session.
general? Okay.
Yeah,
I heard a plural.
If anyone else wants to do a recap, because I can't remember a lot of things, that's fine.
I have notes in front of me, so
We were at the. I think we were still. Shit.
at the banquet.
At the feast, yeah.
Started at the banquet.
Yeah, we were at the banquet still.
After the presentation of the gifts from the Autumn Court.
Mm-hmm.
Your funky new weapons and armor and staves.
Sorry you left after a polite amount of time. And we got to talking a little bit. Barely any. Sorry you came back. And then announced the tournament.
Yes, the fairy
which is where
tourney.
Everything went chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Upon the crowning of a new king or queen of Fairy, of one of the lesser courts of Fairy, it is traditional for that new ruler to call a tourney, which serves as a rite, kind of defining and settling their leadership as the new monarch of the court. It's a series of simple bouts, one-on-one. But if you're, or one-on-two, or one-on-one-on-one, depending on the way it all shakes out. But should the calling court's champions not win the tourney, their leadership is called into question, and the and the winner of the tourney is given the right to challenge the new ruler for their throne. This is one of the easiest ways that transfers of power happen in Fairy. As a lot of the other ones are more sneaky and underhanded. There's not a lot of succession. Not being able to die means there's not a lot of succession. So the winner, in addition to having the right to challenge the new ruler, also receives. Oh my goodness! Receives
a boon from the Hungry King and favor from the three others.
One from each of the kings of the lesser courts.
And that was all explained to us by Frog after Willow had stood up and offered to be a tournament representative of the Autumn Court, which was dramatic as hell.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yes.
Arkan had a tete-a-tete with the Witch Hazel, in which Witch Hazel talked about obliquely talked about wanting to leave the ruler of the court, and explained to Arkan that Witch Hazel has a daughter who's here, and discussed this whole explanation of passing of leadership and various challenges I learned about bracketed tournament, and then there was the argument. I think there was a argument between Journey and Willow that lasted quite some time, but resolved in a. The tensions slowly but steadily went down and got more. Hey, I'm worried. Yeah, it's okay to be worried type of thing. Fairy ate Journey a little bit. Constitution saving throw, and then there was a watch because we were taking a long rest. Someone, Ellie, I think, saw a jagged maw in the middle of a tree trunk far off.
Did.
Journey really didn't see anything because he was too busy playing music. And I don't have what happened on Willow's watch written down here.
I don't think Willow took a watch. I think it was just us two.
Okay. Willow was doing an animal handling
I think
check.
my watch got skipped. I think there was some confusion about who was saying who would do what watch.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if we did skip
It's okay.
You'll get another chance to go on watch.
Well, we don't seem to have died in the night, so that's okay this time. I guess.
And then the following day, I know, we can resume in the following day because we didn't get to do a lot, and I know that Journey has stuff that he probably want to do the following day.
There was an animal handling check to train the
Yarrow.
owl.
Yeah.
Yes, Yarrow might go on watch soon. Yarrow is almost ready to go on
And
watch.
someone wrote something in Druidic and got a Druidic response.
Yes. So we're gonna jump in on this next day. Just at something during the day. Willow writes in Druidic, to her mother, "Do you still read this?" And
Oh, right.
the witch Hazel writes back, "I have never forgotten." And with that, I know I said though we only did the small things. It was Willow was walking around socializing. It didn't go that well because all the fairy were kind of you're half fae, but we don't know you. We've never seen you. What's up with that? So yeah.
Sorry, I'm writing down spells to figure out what category.
Ooh.
No problem.
I think I might want to change. I'll run this by you, Nemo. It's okay if you don't want to answer this right now. We can do this later. But I think I might want to change weather to elemental.
Okay.
If that's good with you.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So it is the following day. Willow, we can do a little bit of retconning and add additional stuff. I just know that the Druidic stuff happened and that your your charisma check, I think it was from last time, still holds in terms of making friends.
I rolled bad, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, what would any of you like to do? Arkin also has, Arkin, the Witch Hazel has asked that. The Witch Hazel has said that she might want to purposely throw the tournament, which is something that Arkin doesn't agree with. And he has said that he would not be willing to throw if he fought in the name of the Autumn Court. But also that he wasn't interested in leadership should he compete as an outside competitor.
It would be cool and all, but that's not his vibe.
Not interested. That's okay. He doesn't have to be interested. It makes things more interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, you are.
Yeah. Journey's gonna just I mean, Willow's Journey might have been awake to see Willow off. We'll probably just eat a... He's not that hungry, because magic ring thing. We'll probably tell Ellie, I'm
Willow
gonna...
handed out good berries, I believe, at the morning.
Yes.
Right, I forgot about good berries. So...
Or at the night, sometime.
It was when we woke up.
Okay.
But even if it was at night, they'd still be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd still be good. It just
24 hours.
Baby.
So Journey's just going to let Ellie know. I'm going to try and get a one-on-one with the witch hazel today.
Good luck, I guess.
Thank you. I wanted to inform you where I was going, so I didn't just disappear into the, everywhere.
Yeah, that is helpful. Thanks. Yeah.
I don't know, you could come along if you so desired, though there are going to be some things that won't concern you in the conversation, and you might be bored. I don't know, but if you have other plans, you're it's fine to do that as well.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm gonna search and try and find how this is gonna work.
I mean, I can help you find her.
I didn't want you to think that you were unwelcome.
I appreciate it. I mean, I probably need to talk to her as well. I mean, we have to sort of inform her. Well, I guess we don't have to. We should probably talk to Willow before we say anything about knowing other party members.
Oh, we do?
I guess.
I was just gonna...
I mean, we could just say it. We didn't talk about it, so I assumed.
Well, I was going to...
You were just gonna go tell her?
Yeah.
And in the
process, try to get some useful information. This is one area which is emotionally compelling. And I don't know. Maybe it's better if things are less emotionally confusing about the person giving the information.
That
it wasn't part of my plan. That wasn't thought out. I didn't plan to exclude Willow or anything. I knew I wanted to go talk to to the witch hazel. Journey wouldn't have made that mistake. That was Arik.
Okay.
Just
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you.
I heard your gasp. I was like, uh-oh.
Go talk to the witch hazel, and that was on the itinerary, I suppose. There's a lot of... All I know is I'm not busy, and this is something I need to talk about. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go around and ask people where I could find the witch hazel if I wanted a conversation. And then I'm going to go have a conversation with them.
Roll a persuasion check.
Me?
Sorry. What were you saying first?
I was going to say that I can help you with that. But it'll probably be better if it's just you, I guess, talking to her. So, I mean, I would like to talk to her. As someone I've sort of known about since I was like 5, but...
Come with me at least to try and find her. I dislike the idea of us being...
fully separated?
Yeah.
And I feel similarly. Let's go find her. I will give Journey advantage, so...
Yes, you have to make a persuasion check to see if they'll tell you.
Where I could find... Okay. It's good that Persuasion's nice.
Yeah, I'm
Persuasion's
not.
even better than investigation.
Yeah, don't.
Hold on.
I'm giving you
You're
advantage for
specifically
that.
asking around.
Well, yeah. No, yeah, I know. I am going to take photographic evidence of this natural 20.
Woo!
Not a major.
Okay.
All right. I believe you, but you can still take photographic evidence.
No, yeah, it's for my collection.
You have a collection of photos of natural 20s in this game?
I'm starting one.
Good. Good.
I fully
Love
would
that.
expect that you have a dedicated album in your phone of natural 20 photos, and that one day you're gonna print them out and put them in a book.
I should do that.
Oh my god. You just gave him an idea, Nemo. What have you done?
Listen, it's only fair. You guys give me so many ideas.
This is true. Thinks
Oh,
back to when I sent you all the horrifying things, the mistakes I've made.
I didn't even ask for all those
I know!
horrifying things.
And thus it is sent. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, nat 20.
Nat 20.
For a total
Yeah.
of 28.
You ask Frog.
Yo, Frog.
Because Frog is clearly the person to ask.
Yo, Frog!
And Frog says, "Oh yeah, right away." Oh, both of you no. Oh man, I keep forgetting Frog's voice every single time.
It's
Both
okay.
of you like an audience with the witch hazel? Separately, together?
I certainly would.
Oh. Yes, sure.
Guess what? Separately, together? Both of you? None of you? All of you?
Together. Yeah, I'll hang back. I'm no good with talking.
I excel at talking.
So I've noticed.
Uh-huh.
So I've noticed. Alright.
You just
Come right this
fairy
way,
see,
Frog.
fairy do. Is that what we're doing here?
Frog waves
Yeah.
you over.
Okay.
The hill opens up as it did when Willow and the Witch Hazel still emerged. And you are taken below into the rooms of the court and underneath the hill. Frog leaves you outside a set of stone doors. Says, "Just one moment." Ducks inside. You don't hear anything for a minute or so. And then the doors change.
Ooh.
You came in and they were like these huge, almost like larger than life stone doors, like to a king's throne room. And it shrinks. Not like visible. You don't see it shrinking. It's like looking at an optical illusion. Like you tilt your head one way, and you see it, or like what's it called? Like those holographic bookmark things. Where you see two different images. Like you tilt your head one way and you see the large doors. You tilt your head just at a slightly different angle. And you actually see not even a door, just a small square-shaped doorway.
Cool.
Eventually it resolves into the doorway and you can duck through. And inside is the Witch Hazel. She is sitting on not really a throne. She's sitting on remember that art installation that was like the moss chairs? I feel like I saw a picture of it's like a chair covered in moss. It's like a soft moss chair.
Nice
And
aesthetic.
There are two more. You're all evenly spaced in a little circle.
Oh, 2 chairs for us to sit. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's a custom
okay.
room.
it's not green moss. It is like auburn moss. It is autumn themed. They're on theme. The room is warm. You don't see any fire. And you see that the lighting is just like a thick web of bioluminescent mycelium on the ceiling. But it's enough light to see by. It doesn't seem like it should be, but somehow it is. And yeah, the witch hazel is sitting there, waiting for the both of you. Hello. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Good, morning, I suppose, if the term fits here.
It never does.
No. Journey will give just a short, cursory bow.
Ellie copies.
The witch hazel inclines her head.
We, I suppose, have things to discuss with you, which are of a fairly sensitive nature, but we felt comfortable addressing you in this manner, given what our companion Willow told us about you.
When you say that, Frog has been in the room. Frog has been standing by the witch hazel's side. She nods. She looks over at Frog, nods, and Frog scurries out of the room.
Okay. Journey will take a seat, since it is, intended for him.
Ellie will also sit down and cross his legs up on the chair.
Well, we've been traveling with Willow for quite some time. It's been a few months back on Chthon. Thought that might interest you, but there are a number of things to discuss. We'll start with one more.
It hasn't been a few months.
No, a few months since we met Willow. I apologize for
Has she been taking care of you?
More than you
Have
know.
been taking care of her?
Both, yes.
Good.
We met and have been traveling and doing our bit of adventuring and exploring and surviving. But there are a number of things which are of a more serious nature too. There's no way to move into this gently, so I begin with something more gentle. We have been alerted to the opening of various gates between this realm and Chthon.
Yes, the gates. There has been gossip about it. I think I am of two minds about it. It would make it easier for me to maybe one day leave, but...
Yes, I am, I feel for
my partner's safety.
Though I feel for your plight, I'm afraid I am of only one mind about the gates. And that is that they should be closed. And I suppose I came to you in part for aid on that score, though you are under no obligation to give it. We know that they can be closed with various magics and movement of stones. But primarily what I sought on this score was whether you had any more information which you were willing to divulge.
The Lord who is opening the gates is...
Yes.
the oldest enemy of my dearest love.
That much we had divined.
And they do this with the blessing of the Hungry King. as they are in its favor.
That is good to know. So, in attempting to close them, we would displease not only the actuator, but also the Hungry King.
The Hungry King is rarely pleased. It
Yes.
can never be satisfied.
Well, that is good to know, certainly. Knowing the terrain is useful. This next item is somewhat more personal to you in particular, in that we know something of who Alion is working with. Alion,
Don't
use the name.
use the name. I
Very
have
well.
taken great pains to excise him from my court.
Of that name. Very well.
Although
This
I
old...
doubt it will be of any difference, for they will, of course, be present when there is to be the tourney. Apologies, continue.
No apologies are necessary. I spoke without caution, and I shall not do so again. This old enemy is partnered, we know, with a marquis from hell. And this marquis has taken into their service an old traveling companion of yours. If I may speak this traveling companion's name aloud, or perhaps write it down so that you may see it.
Whichever you think is wisest. Aliana's... Oh shit, sorry. She wouldn't have said it, sorry. Listen, we're out here.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
I'm grinning like a fool right now. Okay.
Good. They are working with hell. With hell.
Yes,
Surely
indeed.
hell does not wish the gates to open.
It is a political maneuver on the part of this individual marquis. Something which the rest of hell takes some great displeasure with. Journey will take out a slip of paper and will write down Nalim's name. This is the agent beneath the marquis, and hands it over.
The witch hazel takes the piece of paper. Folds it gently and kind of tucks it into a part of her robe.
We have had a brief encounter with this old traveling companion in our own journeys.
Please. You may use their name. It has been a long time since I've heard it. Apparently.
Yes. We had an encounter with Nalim, and further, Nalim has been an agent going about opening the gates.
Oh.
There was a dream one of us had, not I. Was it you?
I think so. Yeah. Is it out of character? The one where
Nalim was tearing open the gates.
Yes. Yeah. It was a dream vision of sorts, I guess. Not super privy with the whole magic thing yet. I saw Nalim trying to tear open fairy gates. And I believe that they were, maybe that wasn't the best term to use here, but I think that they were reaching out to you. In this vision.
One moment.
No problem.
Oh.
That is just, it's a difficult thing to hear over Discord, and it's creepy.
1 moment?
No,
No,
the dice,
the dice
rolling.
roll.
Dice rolling.
The dice roll always gets me.
I love the dice roll. I wish I could make them louder for the better effect.
No, it's interesting when it's quiet because you have to listen for it. Oh my god.
Nalim was reaching for me.
From what I could tell, yes.
Nalim. Nalim could not singly rend open the gate to Faerie. I do not know who might have assisted them on this side. It might have been my enemy, or one of their lackeys. I did not feel them entering the edges of autumn.
Maybe they knew to
Either
stay
one of you
away.
make an insight check if you'd like.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sick.
Oh, come on. 8. I need to stop rolling in the
Let me
box.
look at my insight. I think
Stop
it's
things.
insight, wisdom. 18.
Nope. Nothing. Yep.
Alright. Cool.
Seems like she's on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Sure.
For certain of that.
Yeah.
Listen, if I had not told you and
We
something
wouldn't have done it. No.
happened,
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we wouldn't have.
then you would have been more mad. So I was like, that would feel like cheating.
Nah.
All right.
Right.
Nobody knows anything.
All right. So yeah, we can't tell.
I mean, she could be telling the truth, and I could just be doing this to fuck with you guys.
Yeah,
Or
that's
it could just
that's
be she has mixed feelings about it and we don't really care. Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Insight can mean any number of things.
Yeah.
Sorry, Claude, you were in the middle of a...
I was just saying that maybe they knew to stay away from Autumn. I don't know.
Nalim or
The
Lord?
maybe both. I don't even know if they knew that you were here. I don't think many people did.
I should hope not. I've endeavored to make myself less known.
Hmm.
Your voice is familiar. And she looks at Ellie.
Would you... Journey's turned to Elliot. Would you like me to leave for this bit?
No. It's fine. Hmm. You may have before you came here, you may have heard about me previously in some letters. But we never met, and I changed quite a bit. I I am the son of your traveling companion, Ravana. It's nice to meet you.
Yes! Yes, exactly!
Thank you, Emily! Thank you! No problem.
I'm gonna describe this for Twitch because they deserve this.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny style title that says Saryu finds out Ellie transed his gender. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You know what? That might be the title of this session.
Yeah.
Just because it's so funny.
I'm not complaining, but that's so why the fuck did... Okay.
Saryu looks at you for another minute. Like, you see the wheels turning, but like it really takes a short amount of time. Listen,
Yeah.
it's Faerie, it's Chthon,
It's Faerie.
Gender's whatever.
Gender doesn't matter.
Listen, Saryu has been steadily losing gender this whole time. That's what Faerie does to you. It eats you and it eats your gender. When
Gender,
Faerie's eating you,
I
it's
don't even
actually
know her.
when Faerie's eating you, it's actually eating your gender.
Journey loses his gender.
Oh, so that's why Journey's been feeling so confused all this time.
No high noon over Chthon.
Come on. I knew over Chthon.
High noon over Chthon. God,
Oh
high
my
noon over
God.
Camelot, my beloved.
Oh,
Anyway,
same. Yeah, no high noon over Camelot situations on Chthon.
Anyway, Saryu gets it pretty much almost immediately. Like she processes it, but like very quickly.
Yeah. Ellie's also been like wringing his hands this entire time. Like he's very like nervous about being here. Is like, I don't know. I know her, but I don't. But also like this is awkward because we also have to talk about really serious stuff.
She notices you wringing your hands this whole time, and she comes over and she picks you up in a hug. And she's fully lifts you off your feet.
Man, everybody be hugging Ellie.
He's
Do you wanna
huggable.
Do you want a hug?
He's huggable.
Trading moms.
Just taking turns trading the moms. Yeah, really.
Sometimes an adventure
That is
party
so
can be a
true.
bunch of moms. And a bunch of moms and a dire wolf.
Screw the art.
And the dire wolf's ex-partner who died.
Yeah.
And also whatever is living in the dire wolf's head.
Yeah. 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 Listen, Ellie's huggable. He's holdable.
It's a very brief hug.
Mm-hmm.
She lets him down, puts her hands on his shoulders. You grew up wonderfully.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
How is she, Ravana?
Well, she's better than the mom's age. Yeah. Well, she was doing great for most of the time that we didn't see you. But sorry, the fucking chat. Hold on. Nalim decided they had a score to settle with her, though. And
I wasn't around.
That true. That is true. I can't look at the chat. I can't do it.
What?
I'm doing my fucking best.
Jess, it took you typing out the actual word for me to realize what Nemo was doing.
I knew exactly what was happening. I'm blocking it on my screen.
Thank you for pushing through.
I. We're
We're allowed. We're allowed to have
allowed.
fun in our
No,
D&D
we're
game.
allowed to have absolute so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes. But it. I think it was gonna happen anyway. I don't know. It was. We figured it out. If that's any consolation, I don't know. We figured it out.
What did they do?
Well,
What did they do to her? Did you say your name was Ellie or Eleanor?
I think Elenon is what he. Well, ooh, that's a good question. I think he introduced himself as Ellie. I think he introduced. Yeah. I think he did Ellie.
What did she do, Ellie?
Well,
What did they do? Start
yeah.
mixing up.
It's fine.
There's so many people with so many pronouns.
Listen. So many pronouns. From what we sort of figured out, they teamed up with the Marquis that Journey spoke of, and erased your memory up into the point where you guys separated. We had to go around to try and find her for a little bit. And then...
Oh, God.
Yeah. Again, I mean, we we fixed it, but it took a lot of work.
Oh, God. Ellie, be careful here. Both of you, be careful. This place can do that too in stranger ways.
Really,
I
scrunches his eyes really tightly for a second because you can. It's very obvious he's trying not to think of something.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I have kept, well, an inaccurate memory now of my daughter. And what I can only hope to be a decent enough memory of my beloved. Hold on to those. Hold on in your heart. And be careful. I couldn't imagine. I say I couldn't imagine, but I have. I've lived it. I did not know my daughter for 20 years. I imagined her always fresh-faced, a child, an infant, as I... She is struggling not to cry. She takes a moment, collects herself.
Ellie looks down politely.
I am glad that you were able to help her. that she is well again. Nalim listened to me. Still, even after. It is fruitless. There is nothing I can do for the past. But I feel I could have done something. Something to stop them. If not from allying with hell, from taking it out on one of our friends, our dear friends. We were all quite close.
It is perhaps not much comfort, but there is little one can do when a madness takes a hold of one. Perhaps guarding, yes.
It was.
We do not know much of Nalim's intentions beyond they seem to be bent upon revenge and lashing out.
Did Journey say where he was from?
Not yet.
Okay.
Ooh.
But actually, he was about to. Like
Okay.
when he said when madness takes a hold of one, there's very little one can do.
It was. You can keep going if you'd like. Sorry,
was very
I
much
have
a.
thoughts.
No, it's okay. It was a. I know the cost of madness, as many of my city do, for I hail from the last great walking city, now standing still. But
we never made it to Rome.
It is a wonderful place, and a horrible place.
Yeah, I was about to say, you never told us it was nice.
He did actually at one point, but that's neither here nor there. There's video evidence.
Had
There
managed
is.
to, but
Good,
thank
good
you, Jess,
jest.
for the running
Chad.
PHP commentary.
Thank
Incredible.
you.
God, what if there was a spell called B in math class? Anyway.
What if there was a spell called MILF? I'm sorry, continue.
What if there should be every spell on Dimension 20? Oh, it is the Curse on Ina the Owl Lady. That is the spell called MILF. Yeah. Anyway. Woo.
Anyway, back on track.
I love the energy. It's great.
This is a good energy, guys.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah.
We were talking about Rome.
Yeah,
they never made it
to Rome. Saryu and Revena and Nalim's adventuring party never made it to Rome. That's essentially it. Yeah. You're familiar with the beast's madness, then?
Yes.
Nalim is. The beast is in their head.
What? Wait. A little. I don't want to press. A little bit of explanation. What?
Who are you asking?
Sorry.
Have you encountered one who has been made mad by the beast at the end of the world?
Yes, actually.
I have not. Nalim did not seem mad in the same way.
No, given how we
When
encountered.
last I saw them.
I would hazard that neither were they at this point. Or it did not appear so. The one we three encountered had moments of lucidity, but other moments of talking of noise in the head and random violence. Nalim moves with a purpose. Their madness is of a different sort.
You see,
or perhaps
actually,
a different hue.
Sarah, the witch hazel relaxes as you imperceptibly, almost imperceptibly, as you say that it's not. You felt that she got really stressed when she thought that you had implied that Nalim was taken over by the beast at the end of the world. You could actually make another insight check if you'd like.
Yes.
Nice. Oh my god, that's even worse.
Oh, same.
6.
4. Damn it.
Okay, I have to roll again.
It couldn't be Willow.
Holy shit.
Be Willow.
Holy shit. Folks, that's a natural 2.
Wait,
Wait, what were your rolls?
4.
6.
Was she?
She's still gonna beat.
Yeah, I'm like, she's got a wisdom of 5.
Oh, well, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
If I had also not
Damned
rolled
it.
a natural 2, then
I
I might have been better.
also rolled a natural 2. What the
Everyone's out here
hell?
with the natural 2s.
Fuck.
Listen, I have to say it. Thank you, Nadpod, for my life. Shout out to the 2 crew. All the best. Anyway, yes. You don't catch anything again.
Cool.
Because this is really funny.
No, but I suppose we are in opposition to Nalim for a number of reasons. For Nalim's past actions against Ellie, for that which Nalim attempts now. And you knew them well. We had a similar talk with Ravana, but information is a great ally of ours, and we have little. And yes, it has been long since you have seen Nalim, but from what you remember, is there something we could use to protect ourselves from them? Some style that they use? I hate to say it, some weakness.
The witch hazel's mouth sours as you say that. Some weakness.
Yeah.
I will not aid you in hurting another person who is dear to me.
Sorry. That
Ellie's
is, of
turn
course,
to be a little sour.
Yeah. That is, of course, your prerogative.
Neither would I have any of you hurt in turn.
I mean,
she takes a bead that is like a crystal bead that is carved into the shape of an acorn, And she hands it to Ellie. Should you see them once again, crush this beneath your feet, and I will deal with them.
Thank you.
I know
And
they have done more harm than good in these last 20 years. But
I mean no disrespect when I say this.
when we lost Luke, it was Luke, right? That
Yeah,
was the
Luke.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Luke.
We lost Nalim too. Revanut did. I doubt she would agree with me. But well, I suppose I must reserve some judgment until I see them face to face. But I will do what I can to not have more harm fall upon you. Both of you, all of you.
Well, your aid is certainly appreciated.
Yes.
And you have my apology for bringing up so uncomfortable a topic. In our wanderings, it is necessary to explore every avenue, even if they be dead ends. On that note, I, with your permission, would change topics.
Yes. Go on.
Our friend and ally, Willow, has got it into her head that she shall win the tournament and thus gain boons and favors.
Sorry, continue.
I found myself unable to dissuade her from this course, and so I instead ask for, I suppose, details about the etiquette of boons and favors here, such that I can give it to her and she shall not blunder. I imagine, for example, asking for the life ended of another fairy is not the done thing here.
As a favor, no. As a boon, it is exceedingly common.
Indeed.
That's not surprising.
Fairy are not very good at loving one another. There are few and far between ways to end a fairy's life, so the word of the Hungry King is a fairly effective means to murder.
Well, that is useful information.
Not comforting, but useful.
Very little
things
useful information is.
Are comforting. And you're right, as is most useful information.
And so I consider favors. I consider favors dangerous in their very nature. For perhaps my understanding is flawed. It is my understanding that as long as a favor remains unpaid, Fairy has a hold upon you, regardless of whether you are owed or you are the debtor.
Yes, that is true. As
As
long
such,
as there is owing, it will keep you.
but if those favors are paid, Fairy loses its grip, provided other circumstances do not interfere.
If it is just the favors, then once with the favors filled, they would be freed of him.
Good. That is good.
Unless the favor fulfilled
Binds you.
entails more owing, yes.
Given... Well, I seek matters of etiquette, and yet I am trapped within my own. I must ask strange questions and blunt ones if I am to get the knowledge I need.
Fairy is full of strange answers. So
Would
we shall see what we can do.
Would asking a king or a queen as a favor to close a gate near them work, I suppose? Would they go against the will of the hungry king for a mere favor?
No. Let me actually remember where the gates are.
Yeah, there's only like one of them that's nearby, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's one that's near.
the one that we went to.
Spring, I think.
Yeah, it's spring and autumn, and yeah.
The King's Gate.
Spring, autumn, King's Gate, and that's it for now.
Willow imagines many things possible for a single boon. They involve your enemy in change. They involve Willow's parent far away returned. She imagines you free. But I imagine each of those would only be available through a boon. Would I be correct in that imagining?
I do not think the Hungry King will. So, I doubt if the Hungry King would turn upon one so favored. Unless it were a spectacular performance in the bouts. And it is likely that for such a boon, the king will want to make a bargain. My love would return. My love could return to Fairy on a boon. They could get pardon from the Hungry King, but their enemy still free, it would not give us peace. There must... I do not know who would step to take my throne, and if my daughter doesn't... If it is not done with caution, she will end up tied.
Thus is my concern.
I The only recourse I can see is to do something shameful and forfeit so that a champion from another court may earn the right to challenge.
Forfeit the tournament.
Not visibly, of course. That would be shame upon shame
Ah,
to But I cannot do that. I cannot ask my daughter to.
is there a penalty inferred for the champion losing to the champion?
If the if the champion fails to defeat the king. The
No. I mean in the tournament. If someone loses the
Loses a
tournament,
bout?
and therefore the bracket.
There is no punishment. Yeah, Arkan simply will not have it. There is no punishment, but it is until the mercy of your leader. So like they will let you get that some will let you get beaten to hell. There is no there's no punishment for losing. The punishment is just you get beaten up real bad.
Right. Okay.
Or it's that like your ruler like calls mercy really early and then you feel really bad.
Right. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there one champion per court? Or may multiple hail from a single court?
We set that limit. As many champions as we put forth, the other courts will do in turn. And in addition, as many out of court agents as choose or are coerced into participating.
I have played too many strategy games. I have a thought, one which I do not know if I should follow. But I voice it so that others may weigh in. If I were to take up a challenge as well, not a challenge, but a entry into the tournament, if I win most, if I win against Willow, then I have the opportunity to forfeit afterwards. It is not a pleasant idea, but it is an option, and thus must be considered.
It is unlikely that you would face Willow before some much later round, unless she should be eliminated prior. They do not match members of the same court against one another until they have no other choice.
Yes, of course. I had forgotten that.
The purpose is to test my court's skill. So to have us fight against one another is meaningless. I cannot even... I cannot even stack the odds against her. Not that I...
I do not know whether I wish her to win or lose.
Neither do I. I will not ask her to. Listen.
Willie's just sitting here looking between the two of them like, what the fuck?
Sorry, more world's least supportive mom. Won't even help you guys kill your enemy.
Literally. It's like, okay. He does tournaments all the time. So he's sitting here like, what? Like, even just, his just like tournament brain is like, wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck? We're gonna lose on purpose?
It's like, huh?
Huh?
Are tournaments ever interrupted? How long do they last? I know time is a finicky thing here.
As long as they need. It goes until... It does not stop until
There's a
winner.
victor. That is comforting on one front.
It is not common for a tournament to be interrupted. It is... The tourney is a rite. It is a ritual of establishing the monarchy of Faerie. It is... closest to sacred that we have besides the gods.
What were to happen if it was discovered that someone from another court intended to interfere with the champions? A champion of your court?
If a champion of my court were to interfere with someone, or
No,
someone were to
the other way. If a lord of another court not entered, this lord not entered into the battle, were to interfere with a representative of your court, would that be considered an egregious error in conduct?
Should it happen during the course of the tourney, yes, but any time before is fair game. Once the bouts have started, then it would be breach of conduct. There is... not much would be done, save to remove the lord from the ritual of tourney.
But it would be a disgraceful act. One which might lose that lord some favor.
It might, unless she thinks it might. Yes. That would lose a lord. Some favor with the hungry king, should the tourney need to be interrupted. Yes.
Just the beginnings of a thought. You know, rules conduct. It is best to know the situation you are entering into.
Yes. It is always best to know.
But these airy talks of discipline and edge case rules aside, should you be willing to change the conversation once again, I move to something somewhat stranger and perhaps lighter. A minor mystery, one which I don't expect you to have any knowledge of, but if you did, it would be interesting.
Sorry, sorry, one moment. You keep going.
Well, he's just checking to see whether she's done with this section of the conversation. He can
She's
move on
not.
safely. Okay.
Fine.
Journey's actually going to turn to Ellie to see whether Ellie has anything to say before he moves on.
What? You want me to weigh in on this?
I just want to know if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. But
I'll talk to you later about it.
Very well. Moving on. This is a question out of the clear blue sky, and not related to much of anything, but you have experience with adventuring. And we have experienced something, the three of us, while on an adventure, and have little idea of what it is, and I thought you might have some knowledge of it. There is a dream which recurs occasionally of a mirrored version of ourselves, silent, engaging in a fight, and slowly a skeleton revealed underneath as the battle is fought. It is a strange occurrence and has happened to multiple of us, and we know not the origin or what they portend. If you have no knowledge, I do not expect you to, but if you do, I would be most grateful to hear what you have to say about it. Oh, did Ellie not have one? I thought Ellie had one.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It was just Journey and
I
Willow.
think it was just Journey and Willow. You both had
So far.
You both had one version of each. So someone rolled a 1 and someone rolled a 20.
Yeah.
So
I
Ellie
thought
has
so.
not had one, but yet.
I thought someone had 2. Didn't someone have 2?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
You
Willow
had
had
2,
2?
Jess?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, right.
That's not what I thought. I was
yes,
trying to keep that
that's right.
separate in
Yeah.
my mind.
Mm.
Okay.
So that requires some modification of Journey's statement, not the three of us,
Fine.
but that there was a reoccurring dream
Yeah.
which multiple of us had.
Yeah, you did say that, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You say this about that there was a skeleton, a double of the eyes. Did it have eyes? Answer.
Arik doesn't remember.
The eyes were closed. The
Yeah,
skeleton had closed eyes.
Closed eyes.
She springs up out of the chair.
What?
Journey will stand up, I guess.
Who has had the dreams?
I and Willow.
Ellie, come here.
Okay. He goes over to her.
It's the same thing.
What do you mean? Wait. Where are they? Are they?
I also does anyone want
What?
to, like, this is a dramatic, this can be a dramatic ending moment, but if we want to continue after this, let me know.
Okay.
How
Sorry. Are Ellie and Saryu standing away from Journey right now?
They're standing away
fuck.
from Journey.
I'm sorry, I don't catch
They
your
told me
meaning.
about it. That's what they were talking about. The skull. They kept talking about the skull.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Save him. Nalim. That's what they saw. They saw the skull with no eyes. The skull with its eyes closed. The skull, the skeleton, no flesh. It's the same thing.
Hold on.
Same thing.
Hold on.
It was driving them mad. Willow. Alanis. Who had it first? Did you give it to her?
What do you...
This was addressed to Journey.
Yes.
Oh.
I believe Willow had it first.
What happened? Did someone died? They reached out for something. If you see it again, run. Don't engage. Don't let it talk to you. Don't touch it. Whatever it is, it's from the abyss. And it can't be from the abyss. There is nothing in the abyss. There is nothing in the abyss. It comes from the abyss. Nalim. She said it too when she came to me. They said it too.
It's okay.
They came to me.
It's Nalim, all pronouns.
Oh, hell yeah.
I need...
Oh. It's not. I know, at least we know it's not the beast's madness. It's some madness. It's some madness. And it's touched you. It's touched my daughter.
I need you to slow down for a second. Before Luke or after?
After. When they tried to bring him back. Yeah, sorry, I have a note, god damn it, that I keep meaning to... I have to go into my Yama notes.
Fuck.
Wait, there was some... Oh god, where the hell did I put this note?
Oh no. Word search, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's not working. It's here somewhere.
Maybe it's in another document.
Maybe it's in another document. This is fine. This is fine. Nope, that's not it.
This is not the right music
I
for
might have
this.
not. I might have fully not written it down.
If you want to if you want to like end and
No, it's okay.
spend time thinking about it, so you can talk about it next session.
No, it's okay. This is fine.
Okay.
Because I know that Revena talked about it.
And maybe I have notes on it somewhere.
It was one of the things that Revena talked about when she got her memory back.
Don't remember that.
The skull? Something adjacent? It sounded like you were reminded of something.
Yes. The skull. Oh my god. I wrote it down. Man.
So that would have been episode 25 or 26.
Love this great audio.
It's okay.
Where did the name of fire?
Oh.
I think I just said, oh. I'm gonna, I'll correct myself at some point later.
Okay.
But the gist of it was that, Revena said that Nalim, went crazy after, trying to resurrect Luke. Because they, went to try to resurrect them and made contact with something in the abyss.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I
remember
said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I may have been toned down.
That's what Nalim was talking about, was the skull. The skull with the closed eyes. Which, I remind you, you have seen a symbol of.
Well,
In the
Which
side,
we have. Oh
the
my god, we
shrine.
have.
in the side shrine, in the cave
Yeah.
of the Dark
Mhm.
Season Beasts.
In the Dark Season Beast temple. Oh
Wait,
my
we
god.
did?
We did.
Yes.
We did. I remember it.
I don't. Wow.
I didn't know because I wrote it down and I drew it.
Wasn't it like on the floor?
It was
or
on the wall.
in
It was
the
on the
back?
wall.
It was
Yeah,
like,
it was in the back on a wall in a very small shrine. It was smaller than the normal
Oh,
one.
right.
I remember it because I drew the symbol.
I was confused because there were like 3 different symbols there. There was like,
Well, there was heart on the floor, and then there was the one there, and then we saw heart again on the bag.
yeah.
right. I thought we'd found like a heme thing there or something.
We found
That
heme
was-
earlier.
Yeah,
He
that
was
was the
earlier.
blood wine.
Yeah, blood wine. That was a blood wine one where we
Right.
anywhere.
Yeah. Saryu's freaking the hell out. Oh yeah, there's a sacramental blood wine. You know that.
Oh yeah,
pretty
we'll
sure-
tell you about that.
I thought I gave
know
it
it.
to you actually.
Gave it to Arkan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. But yeah, Arkan knows about it. Arkan knows about the
Mhm.
sacramental blood wine.
I don't recall being given blood wine.
It's
then
okay.
then you shall
It was
receive
like
blood wine.
old,
It was
found in
ceremonial.
a dusty tomb,
And
abandoned
Journey
for
drank it.
centuries,
Journey
wine.
tasted it.
and he
Dang.
drank it.
That's how he knew it was blood, because he tasted the copper stuff.
He found a jar of unidentified reddish substance.
It was
in a,
wine.
in a centuries old
It was
untouched
not-
shrine, and
Could
went,
you have
"Let's eat
forgotten
this
God?
Eat this.
Thank you, Journey. All right.
and just see what
Journey.
happens."
It was
Yes.
very good.
So,
So Saryu's
Journey
freaking
and
the fuck
Ellie
out.
simultaneously remember
Yeah.
this instant from the cave.
yes, sorry.
So oh
Yeah.
fuck.
She's sorry, you were saying that happened, that Nalim started talking about the skull after Luke.
Shit. Ah.
You talking
What-
to her, she seems a little bit steadier as you're
Perturbed?
talking to her.
She seems perturbed? I would have guessed.
I said steadier.
No, I know. I said perturbed.
Okay. Yeah, she seems a little perturbed, just a little. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, she doesn't know about the
that's
heart
not on
dreams.
Journey's itinerary yet.
Yeah. I think that's more of a Willow situation. So from the abyss, but not supposed to be. But oh, I hate necromancy.
Don't let Dora hear you saying that.
She won't understand. Maybe. Oh. We.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, my lady, it is good to know that they are dangerous, for we are neither of us mad currently. And now we can be on the lookout. And now we have time. Our time, a precious commodity, to research and observe. And so we thank you, or at the least I thank you, for
Don't
this information.
be careful with your thanks. You may be polite, but be
Careful.
sparing. Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm
Well, it
getting
is
a
a...
breeze from the rain.
It is appreciated then?
She's calmed down a little bit more now. When you said that we're not mad, she nods. Neither of you seem to have the same madness that has Rachnalim.
God. I was fighting so hard not to have an end line of this be, now let us tell you about our interactions with the beast at the end of the world.
Shut your fucking
No,
mouth.
To
you can't.
perfectly
You can't traumatize her that much.
to perfectly mirror the now let me tell you about the beast at the end of the world from ages ago.
That'll be good,
Yeah.
but
we
I
cannot traumatize her.
No, but I needed to tell you other humans
Yes.
about this idea I had.
It's a good one.
because
It's a good one.
It needed to be told.
Now we have the clip.
Yeah. And so thus concludes, well, that is everything I had come here to talk about.
Willow might want to do a scene.
No, this is Journey talking to.
I know, just so everyone else knows.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose, is there anything you would like to ask of us quickly before Willow gets her turn in the spotlight?
Your apologies, for one. Especially you, Journey.
I think you meant forgiveness, Nemo.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
'Cause
Forgiveness, yeah, that makes sense. Listen, it's been a very long day. Your
It's okay.
forgiveness, Journey. Especially.
It is granted freely.
As is mine.
Nalim is mad, I know this. I have seen them and I know this. It frightens me. Their madness. And that something in the abyss is reaching out. And the gates of Faerie are opening. Everywhere, the edges are thinning. And I do not know what wishes to come through.
Oh,
All right.
you've given each other much to think about. Thank you for your time. We shall take our leave now, I think. Or I shall, at least.
I thought, yes. Yes.
Thank you both.
Journey gives another bow.
Yeah. Ellie nods and probably heads out before Journey does.
All right. Ark and Willow. I know I said this was going to be an hour. It's not, clearly.
Happens to the best of us.
Is everyone still doing okay on timing?
I have homework at some point, but it's fine.
We should wrap up by 9. I don't expect we'll be
Yeah.
longer than
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Quick question for Arak. Does Journey still have like emergency sending scrolls? I know I have one.
Yeah, he's got like 6 or something.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe fewer. Hold on. He has 3. He does not have 6. But he did give others
he gave
to
one
people.
to me.
And I think
And 2 to
gave
And I
one to
think-
Ellie.
I also have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bennu
So-
has 2, I know.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking-
I'll repeat what I just said in chat.
Mhm.
For the benefit of the listeners for Twitch.
For the benefit of us later.
For a while, Willow is just sort of sitting under a tree. Like, she gives up on trying to make friends. She's just sort of sitting in a tree, and she's sort of just writing her spells into categories, like scribbling lists in the dirt with a stick, and going, well, that could work. No, that doesn't. Maybe this. Oh, but because she's trying to game the system, because this is a game now, and I'm gonna win. Have you heard of a game called Codenames?
Yes.
Yes.
I am the best
No.
at that game. I am almost
Yes,
entirely
I know it.
undefeated, and what you've just given me is D&D Codenames, essentially.
We are playing this. We are playing this sometime, Jess.
I love this game. Okay,
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
Okay, so
It's
that's
fine.
We
Tangent.
sure had a
Explain
game
later.
of Codenames one time.
eventually
Listen.
Willow gets bored of writing down spells in the dirt, and I'm going to run my 2 categories by you later because they're a little
Yeah, no worries.
they're interesting.
I love that. I love interesting.
Yeah, and Willow is sort of dealing with a lot right now, and she wants to talk to somebody, but she doesn't really want to talk to her friends, and she super doesn't want to talk to her mother, and she can't really talk to Onfallen. So what she does is she decides she wants to talk to somebody removed from the situation, somebody she doesn't like. And she goes off to where she's sort of, like, not far, but like where she won't be overheard. And she casts Sending to Bennu. And she just says,
Oh my god. This is the best. Sorry,
she just
please.
says, this is Willow. Are you close? Let's meet up.
That's all that you said.
Yes.
God.
Wait, no, sorry. Wait. I amend this statement. This is Willow. Are you close? Let's have a rematch. Because remember we raced last time and we were birds and we flew.
Date night! Holy shit, it is date night! God, I don't know if she's close, but now I want her to be. I want this to happen. Okay.
Hey,
Here's my
Nemo,
question.
Nemo,
Yeah?
listen, hear me out.
Yeah?
I want her to be close, and this is Faerie.
This is
And the
very-
terrain changes.
Shit.
On a 1 through 5, Willow is far. Bennu is far.
Okay.
Actually, on a 1 through 7. Let's make it lucky 7. Okay.
Who's rolling?
I'm
you
gonna
rolling?
roll.
Okay.
I've
Is this
got
a D20? Is
D20.
this...
I've got 4 dice. Green and purple. The green and purple goblin, green and purple twilight, red and white, or bone.
What color are Benny's feathers?
Blue. She's a heron.
Okay, green and purple are kind of close to... Purple's kind of close to blue, and I'm green. So green and purple, one of those.
Okay, I'll go with the twilight one. You know
That's
what?
fair.
I'll knock it down to 5. I'll knock it down to 5 because I want this to happen so bad. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey guys, that's a natural 20.
The world wants us to have this too.
Yeah. It's date night, baby.
It's date night, baby.
It's rematch time with someone I don't like.
God.
I know what I said.
It's date night, baby.
It's, yeah. This is... The arc of Willow and Bennu is
I can't believe
It is
this is happening.
It is upon
I'm not
can't
steering this. This is now the first time I'm steering this at all. It just
we
is
know.
happening.
I also
we know.
can't believe this is happening. I've not really tried.
Sometimes the characters just want to be together.
They really do, huh?
Sometimes the
Or in this
characters
case,
just
they
want to do
kinda
what enemies to
don't want.
lovers.
Yeah. Yeah, you send this message, you don't. It takes a minute. Hear a response. Make a perception check.
I'm good at those. My dice are in the bag, though. Hold on. $19.
You hear feathers. You hear the rustling of feathers, like, behind you. And the voice that comes then is not, like, in your head, like a sending scroll should be. It is right next to you. You rang?
Wow, you're very close. Were
Apparently.
you following us?
No. I have no idea how I ended
Are
up here.
you lost?
Indubitably.
Hmm.
Well, apparently not. Gestures off towards, like, you can see, you're in, probably, are you in
Yeah.
view of the Autumn Court?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gestures like, yeah. I suppose I have you to thank.
I suppose. Or fairy. Let's spar.
Sure. Here?
Sure. I'm just gonna pull out like my, cause what does she use?
Oh god, I have to pull up her stat block.
It's a longsword.
No, it's not a longsword.
She has. It's
Not?
like a. It's a. Oh
a
god!
halberd.
What the fuck? Halberd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull
right.
out my scimitar. I'm not a weapons person, but Willow just wants to blow off steam.
You know, I was confusing it with a different Aarakocra.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Cool. 7.
Benny will go first. Bennu will make 2 attacks with her halberd. Yeah, she'll, you know what? She makes 1 attack with her halberd, and then she reaches in and tries to slash her arm with her talons.
Oh, okay.
Not, like, viciously, just kind of, like, lazily.
Uh-huh.
And she misses both times. Well, that was almost a natural 20 on one of them.
What did she roll?
A 5 and a 2.
Okay, yeah.
She missed.
Wow, is this forest sort of getting you off of your game? I swing my scimitar at her.
Make
Ooh.
an insight check.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled for my scimitar, I rolled a 22.
You hit.
And my insight is 25.
Bennu looks weaker. She doesn't look as great as when you left her.
Okay. I hit her with the flat of the scimitar.
Do you dental cause damage or no?
Oh. Yeah, I guess I can use damage. I guess I
You
can
don't
do
have
some
to.
of
You
that.
can say no. You can say that you're not.
No, I'll do some damage.
All right.
Why did I roll so great? 9, but I'm changing it to bludgeoning, I guess, because it's the flat.
Sounds good.
If you're getting tired, you can forfeit.
If I'm getting tired, I think you can help me with that. And she reaches forward, and tries to use her infernal conduit.
Ah!
Oh, let me roll. That's gonna be. Oh my god, what's this? Charisma, spellcasting. It's gonna be a 17. Does that hit?
Against my armor class?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna use all 3 of her D10.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
This is what you asked for.
Jesus.
She's not as powerful as you are. Not by far.
Huh. Bennu didn't level up with us?
No. That's 8 plus 9, 17.
I can take it.
Yeah. I figured you could take it. She looks not she doesn't actually look less tired, but she looks more healthy. Forfeit all like gay people? God.
Okay, playing dirty. I cast Shillelagh on my no, I don't. Yes, I do. I cast Shillelagh on my scimitar and I hit her again. No, wait.
You can't cast Shillelagh on your scimitar.
Yes, I can.
Not on your scimitar.
Wait.
Shillelagh is for a bludgeoning weapon.
Oh, okay, I don't do that. I cast Barkskin on myself. So my AC is something that's higher than it was before.
Okay.
And that's my action.
All right. She goes for a halberd strike again. And misses, and is gonna try one more time to hit you with the halberd. And will miss again. She's not doing well.
Wow. I hit her with scimitar. I hit her with scimitar. Well, I'm going to try to hit her with scimitar. 21. I'm rolling good.
Yeah, you hit.
6 damage. Again with the flat. And I'm going to go I'll go. I think one time I got her one arm, and this time I get her other arm.
She laughs. And drops the halberd. And she goes in with the talons. What's her? Does 15 hit?
Not with Barkskin up, it doesn't.
Hell yeah! Misses with one. The talon scratches your bark skin but doesn't pierce you. The other doesn't even hit.
What do I want to do now? I think. So here's the thing, Nemo. I unprepared every single one of my spells because I was trying to figure out what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just pick some things at random for the sake of the story?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think it's fun.
Okay.
And I also would like for us to be done by around 9.
Yes. Hold on one sec.
Listen, I mean, I would love. Listen,
check.
I would love to.
I know what this thing does.
Have Bennu and Willow's date night for an hour, but
okay. I'm gonna just I throw away my scimitar because it's my mother's scimitar anyway, and I don't want it right now. And I just cast Thorn Whip at her legs and try to trip her.
That's a. Do I have to make a strength save?
It's I think it's an attack.
Oh, it's an attack.
Because it's just that one is just a cantrip. But it is. I think you have to make some sort of save to not
avoid
get
being
pulled.
Is that Dex or Strength?
Oh, it just says if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
Okay.
Oh,
Would you
but
like...
I rolled a bad. I rolled a 14.
That doesn't hit. I'm so
Shoot.
sorry. Bennu flaps up and floats over the thorn whip. Really? Thorn whip?
Big talk for someone who can't hit.
She. Yeah. She'll try again. Nope. And does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right. Gets you with a talon for 4 points of damage.
There's too many spells that have too many very similar names. Hold on. What does this one do? Ooh, okay.
Willow, make a deception check.
A deception check? Okay. What am I deceiving? 11.
You didn't call Bennu here for a rematch. That's really not why you called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I cast Grasping Vine. And I need a dex save.
That's gonna be a 5.
No. So it says it lashes out at a creature within 30 feet, and the creature is pulled 20 feet directly toward the vine. Except she's not 20 feet away. Can it be less than that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's less than that. I'm going to try and because she's flapping. Drag her on the ground and trip her.
Make an Arcana check to avoid having Bennu fall right on top of you.
Oh, okay. Arcana, okay. That's not one of my better ones. It's okay. I got an 18.
You will. You pull Bennu down to the ground with this grasping vine, and she collapses on the ground.
I just sort of plop down next to her. I'm like,
why am I here?
So there's a tournament between all of the courts, and then the winner gets a boon from the Hungry King and favors from the other ones. I'm going to fight and I'm going to win, just so you know. So you might not need to look for that gate.
That's what you
could just be at the tournament.
You want me to see you fight?
No, I'm saying, what I'm saying is, listen. What I'm saying is everybody will be here to watch the tournament from all 4 courts. All of the royalty from the different courts will be here, and that's good information gathering. I'm being helpful.
Thank you. Why?
I don't know, maybe I just feel like it.
Wrong. Why?
Maybe Journey told me to. I'm trying to play nice with Journey because we had a fight.
Wrong again.
What do you mean, wrong again?
Willow. Why am I here? I was... If there can be such a thing as halfway across Faerie, I was halfway across Faerie.
Okay. So I found my mom. And I don't want to talk to her right now, and I don't want to talk to the other two because they're too close. They're too close to the situation. There's too much. And you're sort of, I don't like you. So it's maybe easier to get away.
She cocks her head.
What does that look?
Yeah, she doesn't say anything to that.
Insight check.
Sure.
28.
She's surprised. And she doesn't... She's surprised. She's genuinely surprised that you actually called her. Yeah. She's trying to conceal that, but she knows that you called her not to fight, but she really wasn't expecting this.
You ever think something's going to be simple and then it's not simple?
No.
Oh, good for you.
I read the fine print. It's part of working for Hell.
Okay, but what if there's no print? What if there's just what you make up in your mind for 20 years?
I don't think Willow hasn't told Bennu about this, right?
About which
Her mom.
part? I did. What? Like finding
about
her?
her mom being missing for 20 years.
Oh, I don't remember if she dropped the amount of time. I know that there was some conversation
about like her
when
mom
we
was
had
missing
the
in
race. I don't know if I mentioned how long it was.
Okay.
I don't remember.
How old are you?
20? How old are you?
I forgot. I don't remember. Willow does deserve this. 23. It's
Is that different in bird years, or is that like 23 is 23, or is it like 300 for birds or whatever?
I'm 300 chthonic years old. Yes. She's very clearly being sarcastic. And that's why you had to come to me for my sage advice.
Some sage advice, you were lost by your own admission. It's fairy, just want to be somewhere and then you're there. It's not that complicated. You help people.
The Count has been having trouble.
Oh, you don't even know. Oh my. He's just so... Oh, why did you put your name in the tournament, Willow? What if you get stuck here? What if you lose? I'm not gonna lose.
That's practical.
You have to think everything through carefully, every little tiny minuscule detail. Let's worry about things until they actually happen, because this is hell and that's how this works. And I'm Journey and I know everything. Me.
You're really from here.
I'm not.
You are, though. It's interesting. What can I do?
the way I don't know. It's just my mother's been missing since before I remembered her, so I built up this image of who she was based on the gaps in my knowledge because my other parent wouldn't talk about her, and everybody else just had stories. And so when you imagine somebody that you never think you're going to meet for your entire life, you think that she's going to be, I don't know, somehow perfect, and she's mortal. She's sad, and she's worried, and she's afraid, and she's mortal, and she's not even that old, and she's trapped. And I'm not really sure what to do with that. And she didn't raise me. She's someone who I should know, who thinks she knows me, but she doesn't. I was raised by the circle. I was raised by the wood. So, what do I do with that? I don't. I thought it would be a simple in and out. I come in, my perfect mother is here, I bring her home, and then we're a happy family, and I get back those 20 years. But that's not how real life works.
It's not even how fairy works.
Nope. Fairy works by trapping people. Apparently.
Yeah. That's the whole point. It's not a good place.
I don't think it's that it's good or bad. I think it's just that it is.
Maybe.
I mean, I think fairy and hell are more similar than they realize in that regard, that they're just different facets of the same intense being.
Now who's one for sage advice? You sure you aren't 300 chthonic years old?
Maybe I
Sorry,
am.
that's kind of a joke in poor taste in fairy. For all we know, we could be 300 chthonic years old when we get out of here. If we get out of here.
Do you have anyone who you would be sad to see that they're 300-year-old mummies back home or back on Chthon?
Yeah. I'm the youngest.
You have siblings.
Most of them are wizards.
How many?
2.
Hey, look on the bright side. By the time we get out of here, maybe you'll be older.
God.
Maybe
Can
they'll
you
be your younger
imagine?
siblings.
I couldn't be the older sister.
Maybe you'd be better at it than you realize. Or maybe you'd be terrible. Because you're bad, and I don't like you.
There we go. You were making me worried there for a second. Is it just you in the tournament?
Yes, so far, yes.
Do you want it not to be?
Are you offering to enter with me?
I'm not offering anything. I'm asking a question.
I don't think it really matters. I think that my goal is to win it and to get to the boon and get what I want. And then
More
get
people,
out of
more
here.
chances. But then again, if I can't even land a hit
What
on
would you do with
of
the
all
boon?
people,
I'm stronger than you think. What would you do with the boon?
I don't know. I don't know what I could do. Flood warnings. Sorry. You love to see it.
I mean, if you
I don't think we'll need
want to join the tournament and redeem yourself from getting your ass kicked right now, I'm not going to stop you.
I don't think I'll need a boon to
What was that?
close the gates, not if I have help. If I win, when I win, you can have the boon. I don't think I'll need it.
Well, I suppose we better go get you entered in the tournament then.
I suppose we must.
And I help her to her feet and then I trip her again.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. I roll a natural one.
Not a major.
Okay.
You trip her and she anticipates it and pulls you down with her.
Fuck.
So you're like you're not on top of one another, but like you're side by side, like face down. And raises an eyebrow.
Willow, is green.
Yeah.
Ish. So what happens is she gets kind of purple.
Oh my god.
In the green spots. And she rolls away and gets up at a distance. Well, let's go. Come on. It's getting late, I guess. Maybe.
Bennu strides forward with her long bird legs and hooks her wing arm in Willow's.
Willow makes no. Willow turns it into a sort of arm wrestling, tug of war, no roughhousing at the pool kind of arm lock.
Make another strength check.
Okay. Well, that was better.
That was worse.
20.
Worse for Bennu.
Not nat.
Yeah, she
Dirty 20.
She is losing. But she's grinning at you.
Willow is not smiling. Like
very intentional, like doing her damn best to not smile.
Bennu just keeps grinning, and the two of you walk off, arm in arm, kind of,
Kind of.
to seek out, once again, Saryu Morag.
Oh
And
God,
that's where
right.
we'll end for this week.
Woohoo.
Sorry we didn't get a lot of Arkin moments, but thanks for being
No.
here.
Yeah, thank you, Emily.
It was fun. It was fun.
Good night, Twitch.
Night, Twitch.